I can't tell if you can hear me or not. Yeah, somebody's got my... Hey, let me know if y'all can hear me, Honey, get on the live stream and tell me if you can hear me. Hey, Doug Carr, I'm sorry, guys. I was having problems with my sound. Okay, you hear me now? All right, yeah, I'm on my phone now. I don't know what's going on with my computer. Okay, thank y'all. I really appreciate it. Again, happy Independence Day to my fellow Americans, home and abroad. I want to thank y'all for joining me today. I changed the subject. It was something else, but I said, how can you talk about anything but the 4th of July today? It's already 4th of July in the Philippines, and there's no greater time now to be an American, man. I'm proud. Thank everybody for your service. Thanks for everybody for your contribution to making America the great country that it is today. Let's talk about some stuff today that's going to bring us together and not divide us. There's so much division out there right now. I was looking at the newspaper early and I saw where the police, Nicholas Cherry said, can I pay the Star Spangled Banner? I can't do it. I think that I'd get in trouble. But maybe let me try it. But I saw the sheriff in Ohio had to resign because he put a KKK note on the raincoat of the black policeman. See, we don't need that kind of stuff, guys. That's not America. So let's talk about stuff that's going to bring us together today. I want to thank everybody for your well wishes. We started the House build yesterday. And yeah, it's going to be some, I'm pretty sure that guy said it's going to be some bumps in the road. Yeah, and I'm pretty sure of that. But, I want to thank everybody. We started actually 2 days earlier because we were supposed to start Monday, July 5th, but it was Charter Day today, which is a big holiday here. So his office was closed Thursday, Friday, and Monday. So he said, can we start Saturday? And yeah. So every day I'm going to go by there and see the progress. And you'll get more in depth as it starts to rise up. They're basically over there laying everything out. It's a full crew over there. I took them breakfast today. And I just want to say, man, this is bigger than me. The one thing that I'm really proud of is is that this bill is going to benefit 8 families. My family, of course, then the engineer's family, and then the 6 families of the workers over there, guys. And you got to realize something. It's in the middle of a pandemic, man. You know how hard it is to get a job here now and to earn a living, man. I'm really proud of that, to be able to contribute to the economy in this particular time, man. So, thank y'all for all your well wishes. I saw something crazy. Well, it's not really crazy. Everybody who wants to know how I'm doing with this tall volcano, I'm not around that area. I'm safe from that eruption. That erupted July 1st, and it's starting to, make some, still making a little noise over there. I'm going to try to play the Star Spangled Banner for everybody. I think I can do this without getting in trouble, because I don't know if this is would be considered infringement or not. Copyright infringement or not. But let's see what we got. Hey, thanks for that super chat. I forgot I've got a, well, hold on. Let me cut this off. If I can. Thanks everybody for the NTZ. Let's see what we got here. We can hear this. Hey, thanks JoJo L for that super chat. He said, Calvin, thank you, brother, for all the insight. Grab some barbecue on me. I'd love to get back to the Philippines soon. I know Manila the best, but the province sounds great. Yeah, I love Cebu too. Thanks TJ Johnson, man, for that super chat. He said, I almost forgot it was the 4th until I saw the title of your video. Happy Independence Day and congrats on the house. Creating jobs is very American. Absolutely. Thanks, TJ. That's what, it hit me. One of my subscribers, if you look on that video, he said, man, he said, can y'all hear that? Serving our nation in the Persian Gulf and throughout the world. He said, man, it's good to be an American to be able to build a house abroad like that. And I got to thinking, man, I said, I can't talk about anything today but being an American, man. So tell me, give me a thumbs up if y'all can hear this, if you can hear me. Thanks to the NTZ crew again. Give me a thumbs up if y'all can hear this. Okay. This is Whitney Houston's version. Well, Zorba Dundee, I don't know if I'm gonna, is that considered, well, let me just cut this off, guys. Hey, John Gomez, thanks for that super sticker. Yeah, let me cut this off because I don't know. I don't know the rules, man. I'm really still new with this YouTube and everything and how that works and all of that. It's crazy. But yeah, I hope everybody has a safe holiday, man, because they get the fire. Over here, every time they do fireworks, somebody ends up getting hurt, man. A lot of people get killed. Oh, okay, Cal Deadman. What copyright infringement is that? Who gets credit for the national anthem? Is that the guy who, hell, he's been dead for how many hundreds of years? Are you sure about that, Cal Deadman? But yeah, I want to thank everybody for that. Oh, the government. Yeah, really, Cal. That's funny. Oh, okay. Whitney Houston copyrighted the version. Oh, okay. Well, thanks for telling me, guys. I just wanted y'all to hear that. It's something that came in the news. Hey, TJ Johnson, Star Spangled Banner is public domain, always safe. That's what I thought, but they said the Whitney Houston version is not. Thanks for that super chat, and thanks for that information. I was reading something in the paper today. It's kind of interesting, man. They've got fixers offering fake visa stamps, man. Be careful, man, when you come over here and, it's better to just go ahead and extend your visa. And if your visa runs out, go on home, man, and come back. Don't try to get slick. There's some Indians that they caught here. They blamed it on the fixer. So they arrested the fixer. So I don't know if the Indian students are going to get in trouble or not. But it's funny, man, how a lot of my vlogs are being, I guess they're being copyrighted. I'm looking now on my YouTube on the computer. You know how they come bring up the feed. Well, some blogger out there has does size matter for Filipino and foreigners. And I think I just made a video on that the other day. Come on, guys. We got to get more creative than that. But it is the 4th of July, so I'm not going to rail on anybody about that. You can do that today. JLM, I want to apologize. I missed your super chat last time, man. He asked me, was living close to the equator better for my health? And of course, I think it is because the sunshine, man, remember the sun, that's the sun of God, guys. The life-sustaining, life-giving sun. See, um, if that thing goes out, we're all dead. And the more sunshine you get, the better, really. I mean, don't be stupid. Hey, John Gomez, thanks for that super chat. He said, thank you for giving us that feeling of unity and family. Man, that's what it's all about. And I really appreciate you, man. And I said, let's talk about that today. Let's talk about, how free are we really today, Cass? Can we talk about that? How close are you to burning that mortgage, finalizing that divorce, finishing your child support? What else? Graduating from college or high school or whatever it is you're trying to do. Return from the military or the service or your job. How free are you today, guys? Are you close to paying off that car note? Let's talk about it today, guys. And see, that's one thing that building this house, our budget is $20,000. That's not a lot of money, man. And that's going to free my mind, man, and take the stress and the strain off me that a 30-year mortgage, man. I lost a lot of sleep, guys, with that 30-year mortgage, man. See, and it's something that that chained me to that hamster wheel. Wonders of Life said, no mortgage, no debt, no ill health. Man, you're free. See, let's talk about that today. Let's see what somebody said. Well, let me see something. I forgot how to use this. Oh, okay. JLM says the framework on your new house is looking good. Yeah, these guys are really doing a good job. When y'all see it today, say I'll go over there about noon when I take them lunch after this. And JLM, if you heard me, I apologize. Last 2 days ago, I missed your super chat. You asked me about living close to the equator. Is it better for my health? Or do I see a difference in my health? Yes. I work out just about every day. I ride my bike every single day. I've lost 30 pounds of fat, man, since I've been here. Yeah. C. Brown says, I'm lonesome. He asked, was any lady boys on here? I said, no, but I'm a ladies' man, C. Brown. So, hey, Iskandaro, Victor, what's going on from Abu Dhabi, man? Thanks for all your help and support. I saw Rick this morning, man. Remember, I told y'all that we decided we were going to match whatever he earned. We matching it every day. And, man, this guy, when y'all see him on, the future vlog, man, you're not going to recognize Rick. The light has come back on in his eyes. He was so happy to see me this morning. He earned 160 pesos on his own yesterday. See, he's free today. Rick is on 4th of July because he owns that pedicab outright. There's no bounty that he has to pay. See, and a lot of these guys, man, they have bounties that tie them to that tricycle. And every day, man, they out there scrambling, hustling, trying to get that bounty. Well, Rick is free from that. So I took him 200 pesos over there. So he had 360 pesos. Man, that's a lot of money for a guy who about 11 days ago was sleeping under a tree, man. I tell you what. I mean, really, man. Now, that's freedom, to be honest with you. But, yeah, happy Thanksgiving. Evelyn Brown said, when you get married again, Cal? And that I'm free from that. Thomas says, I'm free from the rat race. Wow. Neil says they will have a 50-year mortgage soon. I believe it, man. To be honest with you. Yeah, I'm sorry, guys. I said Turkey Day. I don't know why Thanksgiving is on my mind today, guys. Okay, guys says freedom is nothing but a word for nothing else to lose. All right, man. I hear you, Maximus. Jojo L says, I guess I'm an outlier with a wife from Nebraska. Not really. But remember, uh, yeah, Mr. Chip, he said, saw that YouTube does size matter. I was like, I think I know where your trolls are coming from. I love LaChana say, you must be hungry, Calvin. No, I'm not. Why you say that? Jacob Tanjay says, I'm free from the hamster wheel until Tuesday. See, that's what I'm talking about. See, when I came over here, man, I went on made the jump. Even though my renewals right now about 1,400. You know, of course, I earned some money with YouTube, but, you know, I didn't start getting paid from YouTube until January this year. So 2.5 years before that, I was earning about 1,400. I didn't care. It was enough for me to get away from that hamster wheel, move to the Philippines, where I had some true freedom, man. I've never been as free as I am now. To be honest with you. Okay, I love LaChana. Now, I was watching a video, man, earlier about how when immigrants come to America, we force them to conform. So even though they don't know anything about the 4th of July and Thanksgiving, we force them to celebrate it. But it's different over here. See, in the Philippines, you're literally free, man. They don't bother you. There's no pressure to conform. You know, I don't even know what Charter Day is, and it doesn't, you know, and they don't care that I don't know and that I don't celebrate it. Mr. Chip says, I'm free. No child support, no mortgage, no car note, no bossy chick in my life anymore. Yeah, that'll give you some real freedom right there. Yeah, but let's talk about where you free from, guys. Jojo L said, we won't be able to buy property there, so I'll have to figure out another way to find a place. Well, you know, you actually can buy a condominium. And a guy asked me, he said, Calvin, you can't own land over here. But really, I can. I was looking it up. Guess what? If I were to marry her and she died, I would be in line, first in line, to inherit that land. So that's one way you can own land over here. Yeah. John Gomez says, I heard the background giggling. Yeah, that's, they're in there watching Coco Melon with my little daughter. She loves that Coco Melon. If I want to get her to shut up, all I got to do is cut that on. Let's see what we got here. Robert Angel says, when you live stream, you should try. Yeah, I try to do the best I can, Robert Angel. I'm not perfect, okay? You're not doing that. I am doing that. I mean, can you imagine sitting over here, there's 300 people watching, and that thing's going up and down like a ticker tape. I do the best I can, man, okay? But, you know, you're free to start a YouTube channel if you like, brother. I mean, you know. See, we're going to talk about things that bring us together, man, you know. Oh, okay. Yeah, well, I'm going to get rid of him then. We don't have time for trolls today. It's the Independence Day, so I'm going to be free from trolls today. You sorry sucker. Bye. You're free to go, Robert Angel. Take care. Stay safe, stay COVID free. I'll see you next time. Hey, thank you, Rodney F's place. He said, Calvin, we appreciate all you do. Magnolia State, LOA, what is this guy talking about responding to your live streamers? Yeah, haters. But we're free of that today, guys. Remember, let's not give them any, I mean, we don't need them to validate us, guys. Remember, those are minimalists. And we're going to talk about them before. Cal Devin says, I got this, Cal. A whole lot of people are going to sleep today. Hey, Joseph, good to see you, man. Good to see you, Sam Champion, on here. I appreciate, man. I tell you what, man, to be honest with you, that all that stuff you and your wife sent us, and Donna Faye, it'll probably last us close to a year over here. Um, man, we had some macaroni and cheese 2 days ago. It's been a long time since I had it. They never had it. They liked it, man. JLM said Filipinos in the street, no sunshine shoulders. Yeah, they do. They love me over here, man. I don't have a problem with Filipinos. All the love I give them, they give to me 10 times back. My hate comes from my fellow man, and I don't understand it. Yeah, Rasta, I'm going to get rid of them today, man. Thank Reggie Cars. He said, you're a good man. Happy Independence Day. I appreciate it. Rodney Dip. No, Cockney Dip Cliff says, hey, Calvin, I'm proud of you, brother. And keep doing what you're doing. Remember, no matter how hard you try, you cannot please everybody. Jesus tried, and look what happened to him, man. Absolutely, man. And I'm not Jesus. That's for a fact. I am not Jesus. Yeah, Buffalo, damn, mac and cheese for the win, man. That's the first time they ever had it. John Gomez said, Calvin, the 5th on the 4th. Yeah. But John's been doing pretty good. I love the John said, that's awesome how friendly they are in St. Carlos. But everywhere I've been in the Philippines, they're just friendly, man. I was saying on one of my videos that. Hey, thanks, Gerard Bardell. He said, hey, Calvin, happy 4th. Thank you for your service. Thank you, Gerard. I really appreciate that. I've got a nephew by the name of Gerard. Jared. He just graduated from high school. He's going into the Navy. Hey, Mike, he says his first time seems like a straightforward stream. Yeah, we have some fun on here most of the time, man. But today it's all about Independence Day and how free are you really over there, you know. And this is no knock against anybody that's still working, that's still paying their mortgage, that's still paying their car note. It's no knock against you. But I want to hear about some freedom today. Ingram Davis says, if you're cursing on here, you get one warning. After that, you're gone. Hey, Jay White, thanks for that super chat. He says, salute, happy 4th, brother. Quack, quack, and tuxedo peel on me. Yeah, man. On my next video, I'm going to give you some tips on how to make your trip here more safe and more enjoyable. And one of the things is to try the seafood, the street food, but make sure they cook it well done. And anything grilled, you want it damn near burnt, to help avoid getting sick and food poisoning. Because 50% of Filipinos over here have worms, intestinal worms. And it's from eating, half-cooked meat on the street. But thank you so much. I really appreciate that, yeah. But quack quack is one of them, man. It's a deep fried. Well, they boil the duck egg first. And then when you come up there, they dip it in batter and they deep fry it. And then they got like 6 or 7. You see on that video, 6 or 7 different sauces, man. I promise you, man. Try that. It's delicious, man. Who would think to do that? See? But yeah, it's worth it, man. John Wells said, Rodney F's place just rent. The rents dirt are jerk cheap, yeah. But when I really added it up, man, hell, I've spent well over $20,000 in 3 years. Now, like I said, at least I'm looking for the peace of mind, guys. I'm looking for the freedom that owning this house and lot is going to bring me. I won't have to worry about, even though we've got a great landlord, hell, because we had some neighbors down the street who are tenants of hers. They missed a couple of months. He had his wallet stolen, and she was okay with that. It's a pandemic too. Hey, guys, let's get the thumbs up. Y'all know that helps me. It's 195 people on here. We got about 69. So let's talk about freedom today, man, because, yeah, you're right. Who is this? Magnolia State says, yeah, owning that lot will be great for your daughter. Absolutely. Iskandari, that's Victor Gordon, he says, rent's only good for the short term. Yeah, if you plan on living over here, there's no right or wrong answer, though, guys. Don't get me wrong. If you want to rent, then rent. You know, I've got a daughter. See, over here, man, having a place to stay, man, it's a big deal, man. It goes a long way over here, man. And see, that's the least I want my daughter to worry about. Having food in her stomach and a nice, comfortable place to live. That goes a long way over here, man. We take it for granted, guys. Yeah, Jared Bardell, generational wealth. It's going to start over here. But see, this is also for my two sons that are going, you know, one of them I'm sure is going to grow up here. He's a U.S. citizen, but the other one's going back to the United States. But anytime he comes over here, you know, they got a place to stay, man. That's very, very important, you know, because it's always been a dream of mine. You know, when I came over here, it's the reason I came here, man. I had 17,000. I said cash, but I had about 6 or 7,000 cash, and the rest was on my debit card. Because you can't bring over 10,000. If you do, you have to declare it, and then, you know, good luck getting that money back and all of that. You don't fool with that. But the reason I bought that money was to build a small house in, if you're familiar with Cebu land, it's a mountain province outside of Dumaguete. See, there was a little plot of land up there that the family owned. I was gonna build a house, but hell, they talked me out of it because, man, some people over here, they just are just so cheap, man. They will squeeze a peso till it screams. Hey, Ron Bizzle, thanks for joining us today. But yeah, man, let's talk about the freedom. Texas has always said, bro, the ladies ain't even tripping. He says, only you, bro. You ain't even over here. Who you talking about, Texas? Don't get Texas to Zoe started, because he understands how good we got it over here. You know, but I always say to guys who criticize me, because we're the only expats who get criticized like that when we come to Southeast Asia. If I was to go to Paris and doing what I'm doing now, they would celebrate me. But see, if I were a business, which I am my business, and I took my business from America, one of those Western countries, and moved it to the Philippines because guess what? Operating costs are cheaper. The employment is cheaper, and the profits are higher. Hey, they would praise me for that. But if I move over here, oh yeah, you're taking advantage of people. Let me tell you something about Filipinos, if you don't know this already. They are not weak. You are not going to mistreat them. They're not going to let you mistreat them. How many times do I have to tell you about murder in the family? And that's just one story, guys. It's a lot of those stories. Don't come over here thinking you can run over these women. Here's the thing. If you treat them right, however good you are to them, they're going to reward you 10 times. That's how that works. You're not taking advantage of anybody over here. You're not mistreating anybody over here. If you do, you're probably going to get hurt. Oh, okay, TJ Johnson, what's going on? He said, bro, it's squash. Y'all both here. Cal Devin says, TT, I can handle it. Come on, bro. Yeah, we all regulars, guys. Come on, let's chill. Plus, remember, this is Independence Day. We're going to be free from all that. Hey, Derek, what's going on, man? Jojo L said, can't turn other countries into America. Absolutely. You know, while I'm over here, I'm going to follow the rules of the Philippines. I'm going to, if it's a law in your country, it's probably a law over here. I mean, there's no sense in trying to complicate it. I'm going to have to plug this up. And I hope. Hey, y'all be careful. I'm sorry. I got to plug my phone up, guys, and keep it going. Oh, I had to cut that off. Sorry. Hey, you dirty puppy. Good to see you, man. I'm glad you're on here again. Hey, thumbs up, guys. Come on. Hey, Douglas Laterna says, how do you open up a bank account when you arrive for your monthly bills to use banks or ATM? I'm sorry, Doug. I ended up making you a moderator because of this stupid thing. But yeah, it's easy. John turned me on to PNB Bank. It's the easiest one to open up a bank account. Just have two forms of ID. I use my driver's license and I use my passport. And I opened up a peso account, but they have a dollar account that you can open too. And then I kept my account in America. So when my renewal income goes into my bank account in America, I just transfer it over here and pay my bills like that. No, I stay away from the ATM because Fifth Third Bank, who I bank with in America, they don't uh, return my fees. As a matter of fact, they charge me like a international fee. Every time I go, I'm talking about everybody else, whenever I go to the ATM, it costs me $15, about $15. So no, I stay away from that. Jojo L said, Calvin, do you trust the banking system there? Yeah, there's certain banks that I do. There's the big ones. BPI, BDO, Metro Bank, PNB. But when I first came here in 2009, I did not trust it because there was a run on the banks here, guys, when I got here in 2009. It reminded me of the 80s. Remember, we had that savings and loan crisis in America. That's what it reminded me of. Seems like every other day a bank was closing, man. It was scary, man. I just now opened up a bank account this year. I lost a lot of money dealing with those remittance fees and all that stuff. Hey, Bobby G. Shout out to Bobby G. He's a unofficial member of the NTZ. And let me give a shout out to the NTZ for keeping this, man, just a civil place, man. We just trying to build a brotherhood of men and women that's going to look after our best interests when we come overseas. That's all we're trying to do. If an expat, or you know of an expat that's struggling, man, we're not going to put him on YouTube. We're not going to put him on Facebook. We're going to put him up for the night. We're going to put food in front of him, or we're going to put him on a plane to get him back home. But we're not going to put him on Facebook. We're not going to put him on YouTube, guys. Come on. Yeah, we're dealing with a community here, man. Luis Martinez said, does the Philippines have any common bank from here, like Bank of America, for example? They've got a Bank of America over here, but it's not connected to the Bank of America at home. Hey, Mark Ratner, he says, bravo, Calvin. Yeah, it's true. Ever since I started my channel, man, it's one of the things that I pledge to do. If there's somebody over here struggling, man, we're not going to make fun of him, man. It's the least we can do 8,000 miles from home, guys, is look after each other. Keep ourselves from harm's way, man. Yeah, Iskandaro says BDO, yeah. Get that Philippine FDIC. I think they do have it over here, but it's not so much. Hey, thanks JLM for that super chat. He says, is it wise to own a car there to get around or get a moped to get around? It just depends on what you want to do. I want to blend in with the locals. If I were you, it depends on, like I said, but if I had a choice, and there's no right or wrong, I'd get a motorcycle, because, like I said, it gives you more freedom. If you have to move or go back home or something like that, it's not going to be a problem selling it. But, it just depends on what you want. It's easier to get around with that thing. But even if you got a car here, a lot of these ferries here, they'll take your car wherever you want to go. But yeah, the Philippines version of the FDIC, I believe, is the PDIC, 500,000 pesos. Yeah. See, just about everything over in the Philippines. One other thing you're gonna like is it's patterned after the United States. Even the way their government's set up. You know. Yeah, choo choo, man. You're right. I don't drive. I ride a motorcycle. He said it takes a time to get used to driving over here. I wouldn't drive, man. That's just me. Now, if you're in a little place like St. Carlos City, it's no big deal. When you start going to these places, man, Bacolod City, Dumaguete, Manila especially, Cebu City especially, man, I'm going to tell you, you're going to have a heart attack behind that wheel. Okay, TJ, he said, man, when this crap clears up, me and TJ going on the road, we're going to visit you. Come on, man. Me and John, we got y'all up here. Okay, Annie Lorenzina says, Lorenzana. She says, hi, sir, good morning. Where's she watching for? Watching from Greenville Extension, St. Carlos City. Oh, wow. Hey, Brand Nichols, happy fall. Nicholas Cherry said, I'm debating on shipping my motorcycle. Any insight, guys? Yeah, it's going to cost you a lot of money, man. I'd just go on and buy me one of them little motorcycles over there, but I can't tell you how to spend your money, man. You know. Hey, Leonard Lund, he said, hey, Calvin from Houston, Texas. Shout out to all my brothers from Houston, Texas, man. And, you know, shout out to all my American brothers and U.S. citizens, home and abroad. Happy Independence Day. Happy 4th of July. There's no better time to be an American, man. I'm proud, man. I'm proud to have served my country. Thanks, everybody, for your contribution in making it the great country it is. Because I live in the Philippines don't mean I don't love America. I do. But here, I lived in America for 55 years. There's nothing in writing that says I have to live there my whole entire life to be a patriot. Because I'm a patriot. Hey, be honest, be open. Thank you so much for that super chat. He said, what's up, Cal? Love to the fam. He says, you know what topic I'd love you to cover. Healthcare in or near your spot, any good. Peace and love, Jacksonville, Florida. Yeah, but if anything serious really were to happen to me, cancer, I needed cancer treatments, anything like that, I'd have to go to Bacolod City. But they do have 2 competent hospitals here for emergencies, you know, to stabilize you and get you to somewhere else. That's why I say make sure that your healthcare coverage has evacuation. Because if you're living in somewhere like St. Carlos City or one of those places where you don't have a real major hospital, they can evacuate you to Bacolod City, Cebu, or one of those places. But yeah, they've got 2 competent. They've got St. Carlos City Doctors Hospital. Then they got the city hospital here. But for something serious, no, I'd have to hit the road. But I'm going to be honest with you guys. If you come over and you don't have anything, once you're here 59 days consecutively, you qualify for universal health care over here, which is Field Health. Once you approve for your ACR card, sign up for it, man. It's about $350 a year. Pay it all up front because you have to have 9 consecutive payments for it to help you if you go in the hospital. It's not going to do a whole lot outpatient, but it's going to help you on the inpatient costs. Because outpatient care here is very, very affordable, man. You know. Hey, guys, let's get the thumbs up. Y'all know it helps me. Come on, it's Independence Day. Let's be free of hate. Let's be free of all that. You know, let's free up our thumbs so we can do a thumbs up. Hey, happy 4th, Rodney Elf's place. I appreciate that, man. Yeah, somebody on here said barbecue brings people together. I think Zorba Dundee said that. It's true. It does. There's going to be a lot of barbecue being cooked in America, man. over here, hell, we eat barbecue. They eat barbecue just about every day. And Sam Champion sent me some barbecue sauce. Whenever they get barbecue out there or whatever, we just bring it here and put the barbecue sauce on here, man. And I'm gonna tell you something. It's so foreign over here to have barbecue sauce in the bottle that he sent me one that had honey barbecue on it. And don't you know, when she was making my tea, she brought that into me and she said, honey, can I put this in your tea? I said, if you put that in my tea, you better get out of here, find another place to live. I said, that's barbecue sauce. But they're so, so foreign. But yeah, he sent some barbecue sauce over here, and there's nothing more American than barbecue sauce, man. He sent a lot of stuff. Yeah, Mr. Chip. She tried to put barbecue sauce. Yeah, somebody says that we have yes, he says, JLM says you ever slaughtered a chicken or pig. Yeah, both. Now over here, I know in certain places, especially in the province, on birthdays, they will slaughter a native chicken. And then they'll put the blood on the forehead of the, I don't know if they only do that for children. I've seen it done for children. But usually, Nicholas Cherry said, can you do a sunshine barbecue? Absolutely. I'm trying to do something like that where I can feed like maybe 50 or 100 people. But see, with this COVID, that would be considered a mass gathering, man. And I don't want to get in trouble. Because I was going to feed a lot of people in Jollibee, but I got to thinking, man, that mass gathering. Hey, thank you, Stanley John, for that super sticker. Is that your name? Stanley Jones, I'm sorry. Thank you for that super sticker, man. Happy 4th. Yeah, at least she asked first. That's what Mr. Chip said. Nicholas Cherry said, Sunshine Robin Hood. Not really, man. I do it because somebody did it for me, and it's why, I started my channel. I was down in Zamboanga City feeling sorry for myself, man. Y'all got to remember, man, I was completely locked down for 6 months, could not go anywhere outside of that. Hey, Mo. Hi, Calvin. Mo from Stamford, Connecticut. He says, service to others is the rent you pay for your room here on earth, Muhammad Ali. And I believe that absolutely, man. John Juke says, I love your videos, sir. Thank you, man. I mean, that means a lot, guys. I mean, my videos are sometimes inspirational, sometimes motivational, sometimes entertaining, but most of the times informative, and they're never bashing. I don't bash anybody, guys. Hey, Ron Bizzle. Thanks for that super chat. He said, great music, USA-born music. Calvin, check out DJ Casty on YouTube for some good music. BET pass the mic. You will be hooked, brother. I will. But I'm glad you brought that up, Ron Bizzle. I've got something. I didn't know this, guys. The song Imagine by John Lennon, it was banned in America during the 1991, during the Gulf War, and then again after 9/11 in 2001. Did anybody else know that, man? I didn't know that. They said because the religious groups had a problem with Imagine There's No Heaven. So they banned it during that time. I didn't know that, man. That was something new to me. Yeah, TJ Johnson, yeah. They banned it, man, even though that song is one of the most popular songs of all time. Hey, Gleason Baker said, hello, Calvin, your channel's really growing. Thank you, man. To people like you, Gleason. And has anybody reached out to Gleason Baker? He's in North Carolina. He's a newbie as far as international travel. He's a great guy. He just wants to chop it up with somebody in North Carolina to give him some inside tips and different things like that to make him comfortable about getting on that plane. But it's just because of my viewers and subscribers, man. I'm just a regular Joe, guys. That's what I'm saying. And I think that's why my channel has gained traction, because y'all see yourself in me. It's like, hey, if he can do it, we can do it. And it's true. If you come over here and just be yourself Don't try to be nobody else. The Philippines doesn't need you to be anybody else. They need you to be you, and they will love your authenticity over here. That's what they love. You know. Jojo L says, I'll be back in the Philippines in April 2022. That's about a good time, too. Ready to barbecue, because I got some. Now, the Bloomberg COVID Resilience Report says the Philippines is the second worst country to be in during the COVID crisis. Only Argentina. Now, you know, I don't believe in those type of stuff, but that's what they said, you know, because of the progress that they made and everything like that. But to me, this is just coming from me. There's no better place I'd rather be than here. Trust me, man. I don't give a damn about lockups or anything. Leave me here in the Philippines. I promise you. Hey, Carmen Greenwood, she says, in Mexico, celebrate my independence. What she say? From America? Oh, wow. Okay, Damon B. Cool says Dr. Mike is in Carolina. Yeah, but I don't know if he's on here or not. JLM said, that's great that you speak and mingle with the locals. Some big channels don't even speak to their neighbors. Yeah, but see, that's me. I live among the locals, man. That's the only way I'm going to be able to give you the nitty gritty. See, I don't live in some tower in Makati or Cebu looking down on the locals, you know, giving you a play-by-play. I live among the locals, man. I want to let you know, man, look, when you get over here, nobody's going to bother you, you know, provided you follow rule number 1, guys. And everybody knows what rule number 1 is. I don't have to say it. The Filipinos are going to leave you alone. You don't have to conform. As long as you respect the law, respect the culture and the people, they're going to give you this place and let you enjoy it to your heart's content. Hey, Robert Sanford, what's going on? He said, do I like gumbo? Yeah, when I can get it. But they've got something over here was similar to gumbo that her mother made yesterday. Oh, it was delicious. It had black beans, it had chicken, it had pineapples. Oh, it had a bunch of stuff, man. It was delicious. I forgot what they call it. TJ Johnson said, if you need the opinion of one of those expats in the towers looking down on the people, only literally, man, you holler at your boy. No, you cool, TJ. You know, you with the locals here every day. You know what I'm talking about, man. You know, they don't see the real Philippines. There's a real Philippines, man, and it doesn't need me to hype it up. It needs no hype, man. It's good on its own, and you're going to really enjoy it, man. And they're going to roll out the brightest red carpet for you when you get over here. Well, you know, Dave, Derek Casanavas, it's as close to gumbo as you're going to get, but, you know, it didn't have any shrimp in it, but I'm just saying, you know, when you put a whole bunch of things together. Now, she's going to make something for lunch today. It's made out of bamboo shoots. Oh, man, with coconut milk. It's my favorite over here, man. This is stuff that I never even heard of till I moved over here. See, the Philippines gets a bad rap on their food. Man, try some of this stuff. Not if it's going to make you sick, you know, but, man, you're going to be shocked of some of this stuff, man, and you're going to be like, man, this is delicious. Mr. Chip, lumpia, yeah. I love lumpia. Yeah, this bamboo, it's the root of the bamboo, man. Oh, it's delicious, man. And I can't even describe it. Hey, Simply Ackers, she's down in Florida. Happy Independence Day. Happy 4th of July. Rodney F's place said, Calvin, can you speak more about buying property there? Okay. Now, of course, you know, the big thing about buying property over here that every foreigner should be aware of is make sure if you're going to buy a lot or if you're going to buy a house and lot, that it's free and clear, man. That whoever's selling you that, you get you a lawyer. See, we didn't need a lawyer because my girlfriend does that. Uh, she's that's her work when that's what she does for a living. So she did all that for us. Research that first and make sure it's free and clear before you proceed. And then once you do that, it's basically just um, finding out where you're going to purchase, in the city, in the province, in the mountains. See, the big thing now here in the Philippines is buying in the mountains, man. We visited with this couple yesterday. He's friends of the engineer that's building our house. See, I've come to trust this engineer, man. He is just a great guy, man. He didn't have to, but this is how Filipinos are now. He's the engineer that's building my house. He said, Calvin, I want to take you up in the mountains, and so let's drink some coffee, and I want to show you something. He took us to a friend of his, owns this restaurant up there, man, overlooking the whole city. You can see Cebu, you can see the shipyards and everything. Well, some of his wealthy clients came in, man, and they own like 35 hectares up there, man. And that's what everybody's doing now. They're buying like little spreads up there and building like a little rest spot up there. Well, you just go up there. You don't have to live. Just go up there to relax. It's about 10, 15 degrees cooler there. Peaceful. It's quiet. That's he let me in on something. And the land is so super cheap. I think it's like 1,000 pesos per square meter. So you can go up there and buy 150 square meter lot, put you like a little kubo up there, go out and chill with you and your girl, man, for about $3,000, man. That's what you want to do. But yeah, this guy, this engineer, man, he put me up on some stuff, man. Introduced me to some great people, man. See, he's a super guy. We went over his house, man. He gave us some trees to plant on the property, man. But that's the Filipinos, man. That's how it is. But do that and then decide, do I want to buy a finished place, or do I want to buy something and build? But yeah, I feel so much more comfortable now, because but that's what Filipinos do, man. They will welcome you, man. They will embrace you and make you feel comfortable. Hey, thanks, Oliver. Who is this? Olivia T, for that super chat, man. I really super sticker. I really, really appreciate that. Leonard Lund said, I thought foreigners can't own land there. Property there. Yeah, we can own property. You can there's certain ways to get around owning land. If you establish a corporation, or if you're married and the land's in your wife's name and she passes away, you're first in line to inherit that land. Thank you, Gabriel Bowe, for that super chat. He said, just had to let you know about instant scratchy ticket. You lost, but your wife won 15. Better luck next time. Hey, thanks, Gabriel, man. She'll be happy to hear that. And I promise you, man, she knows. She watches this. She gets all that. Leonard Lund said, that's good information. Yeah. See, if you want the best way, if you thinking about getting a SRRV, which is a special resident retirement visa over here, on some, unless you're military, with a honorable discharge and you can pass the FBI background check and all that. These other, or unless you're a returning Filipino, there's two other ones that you qualify for based on your age, but they require a deposit or an investment. The best way to do that will be buy you a condominium, man, and they will use that, but they're going to hold it because it's so that you won't be a burden on the government in the event you get sick. Something like that, have to go into the hospital or something like that. You won't get any welfare or anything like that. They're going to use that deposit, that property for that. John Gomez says $1,500 for the veteran SRRV. Yeah, that's a good one. And then, because a friend of mine, Nick, I think his name is Nick Martinez. Hey, thank you, TJ Johnson. He said, here's 100 pesos to plug your Patreon uh, make a new tier. Okay, thank you. Yeah, and I want to thank all of my Patreon members, man. It means a lot to me uh, that you support me like that, man. You know, I mean, everybody on here, even when you watch my videos, you watch part of my uh, the ads and all of that, man. You support me, man. I love all of y'all, man. I got so much love that the hate doesn't even bother me, you know. But I do have a Patreon page, and I'm really just getting the hang of it, really. A lot of times, what I'll do is uh, I'll preview something there and then put it on my YouTube. But I'm just now really trying to find out how to use that to the best. Or if I want to talk about something, um, private, gives me a lot more privacy. Well, yeah, thank you, TJ, man. You're right. And I never do that. I never plug that, because, thanks, Robert Sanford, nephew, for that super sticker. I appreciate you, brother. Somebody says they like my t-shirt. Yeah. Hey, thanks, Kiss. Keep it simple. Survival. Tennessee Traveler said the VETS SRRV is good for U.S., UK, Canada, and Australian VETS. But yeah, also, I've got a Teesprings if anybody wants to look, like authentic Sunshine Shoulders merchandise. I don't set the prices on that, guys. It's just a way if you want to support the channel, man. That's all it is, Robert Sanford, he messaged me yesterday, FaceTime, and showed me he had on the Sunshine Shoulders shirt that he bought from there, man. It looked good on you too, man. And they only ship in the UK and America. They don't ship from here. So they're American European sizes. They're not, see, this is a Filipino 2X. Now I'm nowhere near a 2X. And look how tight it is on my arms. I actually wear a 3X over here. Believe it or not. Yeah, I'm big over here. And when I went to the coffee shop yesterday with the engineer, and we got out of his truck, he's got a Toyota SUV, it's nice. The man said, wow, I didn't know you was going to bring such a big man up here. Yeah, I'm not really big, but to them I am. But the owner of that, he owns a bunch of land up there too. He went to high school in America, out in Los Angeles. TJ John said, the Sunshine shows, I know you're a modest dude, which is not normal for vloggers, but you got to let folks know all the ways they can support. And no, it's not you making them pick one or the other. Yeah, thanks, man. And sometimes I forget that, man, because, I was a salesman for 18 years, man, and I just, I got so burnt out on selling stuff, man. But, yeah, from time to time, you're right, it's just, different ways that you can support my channel if you want to. There's nothing, you're not compelled to, it's enough for me that you just watch my videos and, hit the thumbs up, make a comment, watch some of the ads, because that's how we get paid, guys. Let's see what we got. He says, let's see. D. Artigan Lopez said, Calvin, what's the origin of you calling your channel Sunshine Shoulders? Well, I was down in Zamboanga City feeling sorry for myself. Because, see, I'm going to tell you guys, man, I suffer from anxiety and, depression sometimes. And, man, we locked in, man. I look out my window and I see this little boy. He couldn't have been no more than 4 years old. He's out begging on the street. And I was like, man, you pitiful. He said, you really got it good over here. And believe it or not, I said, I'm going to start helping people over here. Because I know when everything else fails, man, getting me out of self is helping other people. And there was a song playing in my neighbor. See, over here, they play their karaoke and stereos loud. Sunshine on My Shoulders by John Denver was playing. I said, why don't I just start rename, because I didn't have a name for my YouTube. I had a YouTube, but it had a name. It was I was trying to promote my daughter's music career. And I said, I'm going to rename my YouTube channel Sunshine Shoulders. I'm going to bring a little light into places where only darkness used to be. I'm gonna help some people over here during this pandemic, man. And that's where I got that from, Mr. Lopez. And it's just stuck, man. You know. But it's just I'm called Sunshine Shoulders. I remember when I first did it, one of my friends, Sam Brooks he lives in Vegas now, but he's from Indianapolis. He said, man, what's with this Sunshine Shoulders crap? I didn't answer him though. But yeah, that's what it comes from, man. My phone got hot. I don't know what happened. Let me try something different. Let me put it on here. Hey, thanks Matthew, for that super chat. I appreciate it. Okay, yeah, that's a good right there, guys. It's not so hot. Okay, yeah, that's a good right there, guys. It's not so hot. Well, okay, there. Thanks, Matthew, for that super chat. He said you have our back, and we have yours, Calvin. Happy 4th, and God bless USA and the Philippines. Absolutely, man. I appreciate that. Jojo L said need to move to Norway. Yeah, it gets hot over here, man. A lot of times that's what happens. Your phone, my phone gets hot over here. It's crazy, but that's the way it goes over here in the Philippines. Cal Deadman says time to tell some jokes until after the station break. Oh wow! So the Bucks are winning, huh? I thought when the Greek Freak went down, that was going to open the door to for Atlanta, but I see it hasn't. Oh, okay. Cal Deadman said the reason is I'm trying to reach that tower. Makes the battery strain. Hey, Jack Lloyd, good morning. Happy 4th of July, everyone. Jack Lloyd is in the house. All right, brother. Oh, okay. And TJ Johnson said, Sunshine Shoulders, run it over a laptop cooler when you stream. Yeah, see, normally on my laptop, I don't have this problem, but only on my phone, and I don't know. Troy Carpenter said, I saw Bobby Goldsboro at Knott's Berry Farm about 72. Yeah, I remember he had that show on, Bobby Goldsboro. Man, I'm going to tell you, that's how old I am. I remember Bobby Goldsboro, and it's crazy. What was that song he had out? He had that, they all had that head full of hair back then, Sonny and Cher. I mean, I'm old, man. Jojo L said, Calvin, what do you see as the most volatile variable to move to the Philippines? If you're gonna say that, I would say language, because for an American, it's really easy to make the transition to the Philippines, really to any nation. But for you to really fit in, you gotta get some remnants of one of the dialects here, whether it be Tagalog, Visayan, Ilocano. But yeah, I would say that, because it's really easy to transition and to adapt in the Philippines. It's really not that hard, because, like I told you, they're a unicorn, man. They're going to leave you alone. They're going to let you enjoy yourself. They're not going to pressure you to conform or anything like that. But there's some people can't deal with the heat here. Some people can't deal with being so far away from home. Some people can't deal with the food and missing a lot of the foods. You know, even though it's some great food over here, it's some great places to eat over here. That could be a variable to some people. You know, the distance, like I said, from home. Yeah, brownouts. I love LaChan. Gilbert M says, can I use TRICARE there where you are, anywhere in the Philippines? Not here, but from what I understand, up in Angeles City, up those ways, they've got some agreements with some of the hospitals up there, but probably not down this way, if you want to do that. Simply Acca says, yep, I would do the same. We did that to my parents. I used to send 300 every 2 weeks, but they wasted it. Crazy. My husband cut it to 100 every 2 weeks. They are learning. Yeah. Simply makes a great point here, because remember I was telling you I pay child support anywhere from 5 to 10,000 pesos a month. My child support for taking care of my son in Cebu. And people ask me, well, why don't you send more? Because they're not used to handling more than that. If I sent 15 or 20,000, man, I would ruin them, guys. Y'all think I'm playing? Believe it or not. If you send too much money over here, man, you can ruin people. They're just not used to managing and handling that kind of money. You got to kind of just, you know, inch them along a little bit. Sam Champion said, Calvin, please emphasize, check it out before making the final decision to relocate. 30 to 50% when I like it after a few weeks. Yeah, and that's because expats, man, and I say it all the time, man, we're a damn breed, but we're different, man. That's what makes us expats. That's what makes us able to move over here. A lot of us, we're adventurers. You know, we like to, we don't have a problem fitting in. We don't have a problem with sacrifice, you know, to get what we want. And, man, you got to sacrifice a lot to come over here. And a lot of Americans, because, man, let's you know, face it, man, the great quality of life that we enjoy as Americans. And like I said, that's why the 4th of July is so important, the sacrifice that people have made. It's made us soft, man, in a place like the Philippines. I hate to say it, man. It's not a negative thing, but we're very soft, man. We're so used to having the best of the best and everything. We got that easy button close by us. It's hard when they take that easy button away. But if you're an expat, man, and you know, if you're compelled, if something compels you to be here, you're gonna make it. Otherwise, there's nothing wrong with coming over here for 2 or 3 weeks, going back home, 2 or 3 months going back home. You don't have to make the transition 100%. But if you come over here and you see like, oh man, I can deal with this. Because from the first day I came over here, I knew I could. See? Then why not? But if you can't, go back and forth. But after a while, you're going to be like me. You're going to get tired of that long trip, man. That's the reason why I decided to build a little place over here. So I can stay as long as I want, you know, up to that 3 years until I decide what I'm going to do. Because that trip is an ass kicker, man. Don't think it's easy. You know, the first time you come over here, you're going to be all excited, your adrenaline. Because we talked to the lady up in the mountains yesterday. That's what she said. See, they're wealthy. They can get a tourist visa. They can go back and forth to the United States anytime she wants. But she said, Calvin, because she asked me why I don't go home so much. And I told her why. And she said it's the same way with me. She said that plane ride kicked her behind. I think hers was like 29 hours. Sometimes it's longer depending on when you buy your ticket, you know, the route you're taking. With those layovers and stuff, man, it's going to kick your butt. So, you know, once you get all that ironed out, you know, then, you know, but if you're an expat coming over here, it's really easy to fit in over here and adapt, man, I tell you. Because the people are so wonderful here, man. And I don't say that lightly, man. Really, I mean, you know, a lot of black guys ask me, hey, Calvin, you know, I heard this, I heard that they're prejudiced. Man, that's bullshit, man. Let me tell you something. People over here, man, they judge you by your character. Hey, thank you, Solo Road, for that super sticker. And that's one of the reasons I'm still here. They treat me like I'm a celebrity, man. Well, now, they love Sunshine Shoulders. Hey, Mel A said, hi, Mr. Calvin. I heard retirement in Philippines for SRV is only for military, special people. No. They've got 4 levels, Mel A. They've got that military SRV. They got one for returning Filipinos who've been living abroad, and were become nationals over in other countries. And then you've got 2 other categories. I think 35 to 50, and then retired, that require a deposit. But you can easily go on the Bureau of Immigration website and just look at it and take a look at it for yourself. Yeah, John Gomez, yeah. He's right. He said business and vets. But yeah, they've got one for returning Filipinos too. If you want to do something like that. Mr. Tripp said first trip in 09 was 26 hours flight. Yeah. See, man, I usually try to get mine as quick as possible. A lot of times, if you fly through somewhere like Japan or Korea, it can be like 22 hours. But I mean, you're going to be flying. The minute you get off one plane, you got to get on another. See, but I don't have a problem with that. Hey, Kente Dynasty says, good day from Chicago. Just got in for the education. Thank you, brother. But yeah, it's an easy transition for a lot of people over here in the Philippines because they're wonderful people, man. Simply Acker says, my husband loves to help my family and my cousin out, but when they take advantage of it and wasted it, it cuts it immediately. He gave my brother money to open a grocery store and wasted it. He's done. Yeah. Thank you, Simply. See, she's a Filipina living in America. This is coming straight from the horse's mouth. She's telling you guys, when you send money over here to open up a piggery, a sorry store, more than likely, it's going to be, you might as well take your money and throw it in the air, burn it up, or whatever, man. It takes a special Filipino to manage that business, man. That's one of the mistakes we made. We trust the wrong people. We finance people who have no experience in business at all. And you're just throwing your money away. I know what you're trying to do. I got a friend, man. His name is Donald. He married his wife's name's Roxy. They live in Kentucky. They've got a wonderful relationship. He was one of those that got lucky. He came over here in 2 weeks, met her only, because it can happen. Well, anyway, once they got together and see, because she doesn't work, they made an agreement that, okay, he's going to help the family then since she can't work. Well, hell, he's bought them a sorry store, motorcycle to start the tricycle business, everything. 100% of the businesses failed. It just does. I set Donna up really well with a sorry store. They told me that her store is on the, on life support right now. Glenn Reed says, I'll be back in Cebu in a couple of weeks. Can't wait, man. I love Cebu. It's my favorite city. And a guy asked me, he said, Calvin, he said, I'm coming. You got any recommendations on what place to fly into, Airbnb, a hotel, et cetera, et cetera? I told him to go ahead and fly into Cebu. Let me get this. Kente Dynasty says, sorry means sorry. Your money's gone. Yeah, absolutely, man. And because, the profit margin is so slim, guys. You're talking about maybe 1 or 2 pesos per item. And you sit there all day, and then you got 10 other sorry stores you're competing with. Don't go that route. See? Yeah, I love LaChan said, yeah, that's a sorry waste of money. It is. But yeah, I told him flying to Cebu. If you're going to Cebu, get a Airbnb at Mavisa Gardens, condominium community. For about $20 a night, you get you a nice studio condominium with 24-hour security. It looks like a resort. James B says, sorry. Yeah. Hey, thank you, PL. He said, happy 4th. Yeah. Frank Ellis said, that's what you get when you do people bad. Payback is a mother. The Bucks just defeated the Hawks. Yeah. But I'm going to tell you something, man, Sam. The Hawks, I'm surprised that they even made it that far. Thanks, PL, again. Kente Dan says, spell that condo name, Mivisa. Mivesa. Gardens Condominiums. Yeah. Mel A said, I told people to go on your site, Mr. Sunshine. Thank you for that. I really appreciate it. Roger Brian says, we rented a lovely condo in Scandia. Where's that? Is that in Cebu? Kona Ranger, happy 4th, man. Cal Dedman says, sorry stores are not meant to make people rich. It's a sustainable method to keep food on the table, provided no credit is visible. Yeah, well, see, that's the big name, man. And, see, they did a study here on why sorry stores fail. And the number one reason they fail is because people are not keeping proper inventory. So now what you'll see when you go to a sorry store, a good one, is you'll see them, they'll have a book like this, and everything they sell, they're writing it down. How many, and then, see, and I'm teaching my wife to do that so we won't have to run back and forth to the store. I said, look, the things we always run out of, buy 2 of them when you go to the store. Like butter, like oil, and different things like that. U2G says you cannot run a successful business if you have no business training or experience. But they're not going to listen to that, U2G. That's just how it is. We want to be saviors. We want to be, we're just too kind, guys. And so we give them the money. It's like throwing it away, guys. Promise me. Sam Chapman said, Calvin, at the rate your channel is growing, quite likely hit 20,000 subscribers before the end of the month. Yeah, and I'm so thankful for that, man. Like I said, I've got so much love, man, that I don't have time to even worry about the hate, man, because it's out there and I don't understand it. But the love, Sam, man, from guys like you, from my whole Sunshine Shows community, man, it's really just overwhelming, man. I say that on all my videos because I really mean it, man. I'm not taking that for granted, man. It's been amazing, And I want to thank y'all because without that, man, I'm nothing. TJ Johnson says, no problem, man. Most PH travel vloggers are running out of content, so you can find tons of CEO cost of living videos right now. Yeah. And see, that's what trips me out. I just did the size matter video, and I did my take on it because none of my stuff is earth-shattering. It's not, going to life-changing or anything. But now I just see that the guy's does size matter, right after that. But I'm a creator. I can take a subject and I'll put a spin on it. It's just something that I've been able to do my whole life. And, I take pride in that because even John told me, he shocked me too, and it hurt me. He said, Calvin, he just out of the clear blue sky. He said, Calvin, you're making too many videos. I'm like, John, that's not for you to tell me. I said, I love doing this. This is something I love to do. Why would you discourage that? Hey, Simply Actors, thank you. And thank you, he says, Calvin, your channel's growing for the right reasons. Man, I really appreciate it, man. I'm doing my best, guys, really. Hey, Travis, Costa, he says, happy 4th. Calvin, you are rocking it, man. I appreciate it. Cal Deadman said, my lady's going to SR for the first time. She's excited. See, I wish that we had one here. Yeah, that was Rick Zimmerman that said, Calvin, your channel is growing for the right reasons. Mel A said, Mr. Calvin, your last video in town, you look like a Pied Piper. Children following you all over the city. He said, so cute. Everybody knows, a lot of people know me here, but see, Filipinos, they're very reserved. They're very, shy and bashful. They know you, but they're not going to show it, guys. And that's one thing you gotta understand. But yeah, they really know me here, man. It's kind of humbling for real. PL says the hate really isn't directed towards you. It's the inner frustration that haters feel about themselves. Happy people don't hate, right? And I said that one time. As a matter of fact, it's true. Happy people live longer. PL, we don't complain, and you can easily find something to be happy about, to be grateful about. I mean, if your eyes and ears are open, but see, anger and hate, it closes your mind. Hey, applesauce, she says, pat yourself on the back. Now, I won't do that, because somebody really did it for me. Okay, Ron Bisley said, likes are looking good, team. Calvin, keep on trucking. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. Yeah, and Applesauce says, normal people love and hate. Yeah, you're right. But see, I don't mind critique and all that stuff. But it's when you attack me, I don't like that. Tennessee Traveler said, we did a beer store, small sorry for my wife, sis. Ran for a year, but she got tired of it. We sold everything out and shut down. No loss, not much profit though. Yeah. See, and a guy was asking me about working over here, and I said, look, guys, I didn't come over here to do anything that even resembles work. To be honest with you, I didn't. I didn't, guys. So I don't want to come over here to work. And see, if you have a business over here, somebody's gonna have to look after that business, man. You got to look over somebody's shoulder and all that, man. See, I don't have time for all of that, guys. But if you want to do it, you can. But if you're gonna do something, be way in the background, guys. Okay? Don't let them see, because one thing I can say about Filipinos, they don't have that crowd mentality as bad as Americans, man. They don't have no choice but to support each other. When you go to the sorry store, it's owned by Filipinos, so Filipinos are going there buying stuff from other Filipinos. When you go to the market, they're the ones that own them little stalls, guys. That's one thing I like, because, growing up in my neighborhood, man, hell, we didn't own nothing, man. I'm sorry. We didn't own nothing. It's just that that's just how it is, guys. But it's just how it is. But that's one thing I love about it. Big Poppy LSU says, I've been pushed about the business thing for years from wife's family. They don't get that I'm retired. Yeah. With you on no business. Yeah. Absolutely, Big Poppy LSU. That's what I'm saying. I'm not trying to run no kind of business. Okay, go back to school. Okay, listen to this. I've got Eric Terry, he's on here. He's a college professor in Miami, Florida, who teaches a small business course. He was going, you too, G, you're taking it out of I ain't even got a chance to say it. He offered his services, especially to Donna, when I first told him that I was going to open up Sorry for Don. For her and others here, I can't get people interested, man, to go to school to learn about how to operate a small business, the pitfalls, the pros and cons. They just won't do it, But he was willing to do that for free. Yeah, JH, I got rid of him, I'm gonna make him work. Hey, Derek Kazanari says, see you in 2022. Hopefully I can find a good place to live in the Philippines. It's plenty good places, man. But remember, if you're new, try to stay in that man, I lost my train of thought. Yeah, try to stay in that expat alley. Metro Manila, Angeles City, Cebu City, Davao, Dumaguete City, Bacolod City, Iloilo City, even General Santos City. Yeah. Yeah, Kona Ranger said, Calvin, retired movie stars don't need to work. Yeah, that's funny, man. Hey, Jason Flint, thanks for that super chat. He said, I had a friend who owned a car repair business. I saw him losing money, so I just said, you should close it. Weeks later, I had to apologize because I didn't know it, but he found something I didn't. Freedom. Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't discourage it. I'm just saying, if that's what you want to do. Now, was that there or here, Jason? Because over here, man, I mean, I don't think you want to come here. It's going to cost you a lot. Yeah, U2G, that's a good idea. He said you can set up an incentive system. This many weeks of training, this many dollars for the business. Yeah, but they're just not interested, man. We're on the other side of the world. They simply think differently over here, believe it or not. Yeah, It's My House TV says all those places on the grid. I just did that because it makes the transition easier. It's My TV. Raheem Brown said, can I open a bank account in the Philippines? Absolutely. Yeah. But yes, it's on the grid, but as you get more comfortable and get your feet wet, then you can move off the grid. Because that's the biggest mistake that most people, well, I'm getting ready to answer. See, y'all read my man. He said, Calvin, what is your advice for a long-lasting life in the Philippines or U.S. expat wannabes? See, the biggest mistake we make, JoJo L, is we move off the grid too soon. And we realize, man, that we can't handle the real Philippines over here, man. Stay there. I stayed in the Philippines. I stayed in Cebu City my first 2 years, and I'm thankful I did. I learned a lot, man, from that, from staying there. And it's a great city, man, and then I slowly but surely start moving off the grid. I moved next to a little place called Zamboanguita. It's about 28 kilometers outside Dumaguete City. And I've basically been off the grid ever since. But I think, if you want to do that, man, stay in that grid until you get your feet wet, man. Don't come over here and try to move straight to the province, man. You're going to be miserable. You're not going to like it. And you're going to end up going back home, man. But yeah, I like PNB Bank, Raheem, and Simply Akers. It's so easy to do business, but it's old-timey. The Philippines is a throwback, guys. I've got a passbook account. Imagine, when's the last time you had a passbook that I have to go in there, I have to fill it out, I have to hand it to the man. Do I want to do a withdrawal or deposit? And I go take my seat. Then when he gets to me, he calls my name. I go up there. Either he gives me the money, I give him the money. He's marked it in my passbook account, guys. It's like that over here, man. That's what I love about this place. But JoJo L, another big thing is, see, by you being in that expat alley, the grid, so to speak, you can get used to the number one thing that drives us crazy over here. And that's how slow and methodical this society moves, how everything works over here. See, in America, it's like this. When I got my marriage license over there, it took 5 minutes. Over here, it may take 30 days. Ask John how long it took for him to get his license over here. See, somebody's news says, JD Sportsnut, Ohio says, hello, new here. Can you get a home loan in the Philippines? I don't know if anybody's ever got a home loan in the Philippines. I don't personally know it. Most of us, the expats I know, they've sold property from over there. They've had the money come over here and they build with cash. The house I'm building, the house worth, the 20,000, it's all going to be cash eventually. I call it the Philippines.